The drill gets
you gotta get the fossil and then you bring them back to life?
To blow off the dust particles. After hearing that part, I had to run a quick scientific test.
Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. We're going to be checking out a Jaiden Animations video, and this is the most underrated games ever. And this is of course by Jaiden Animations. I'm expecting some throwback games because from the videos I have seen about Jaiden, she loves to play like Nintendo, like handheld, DS. I don't know if she's really in like Call of Duty and all that stuff. So these should be throwbacks, these should be like Nintendo based games or hidden gems that we never knew about. I'm excited. It's probably going to be like a trip to the past. It's going to be like a nostalgia trip because, you know, Nintendo, I used to be heavy on Nintendo when I was a kid. When I was growing up, I had a Nintendo 64, GameCube. Like, Nintendo was the console of our household growing up, so I'm excited for this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Prince of Hawkham, Instagram as well at Prince of Hawkham, and go ahead and check out the Charming merch store. Prices have been lowered, plus the 25% off code still works, so pick you up some Charming merch today and let me know so I can get you a shout out. But enough of me talking, let's go ahead and dive into this Jaiden Animations, the most underrated games ever, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
As a kid, I played a lot of DS games. I would be excited to go to the store with my mom while she ran errands just to be able to look at the games in the video game section.
Exactly what I did.
And some days, if I was lucky, she would let me get one. Since I didn't know anything about game reviews or top sellers as a kid, I would often choose games based on the cover art and nothing else, like a shallow commenter. So the day I saw this epic-looking dinosaur with flames on it, I knew it was dinosaur gamer time. I had a flashback to when I played this game called Fossil Fighters the other day. I don't remember anything about it other than the fact I just played it a little as a kid and there were cool dinosaurs. And I think I got stuck at the beginning and never finished it. I haven't heard anything about it since, and I'm surprised I was even able to scrounge around and dig up that old dusty memory. I decided to play it and see what Fossil Fighters was really like, because something in my mind told me it was worth revisiting. You boot up the game and the intro. Oh, that
looks like Pokemon.
Familiar.
That looks like Pokemon.
When did this game come out?
2008?
Right, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, I'm not saying anything. Let's just start the game. We're not even 5 seconds in. I'm ready for an epic dinosaur adventure.
So you have to
Hell yeah.
catch dinosaurs?
Okay. Sure, yeah, if that's how you're gonna phrase it. The game opens up with you on a boat talking to the captain.
This looks like Pokemon,
to
does
become
it
a
not?
fossil fighter on Vivisor Island. Where you dig up fossils, revive them, and then the natural next step of fighting them against each other. Also, I guess I'm a boy. Oh man, I'm excited to start working to become a world-renowned fossil fighter. I'm ready for the grind, the blood.
Let's get it, Jaden! That's what I'm talking about!
Honing my skills and training my Vivisaurs to the best of their ability. I'm gonna give it my all and...
This looks like Pokemon!
No time to get stalled on comedically questionable character designs. I've got to get Vivisaur finding ASAP. I'm off. Look at me go.
Ooh, he got burners.
Supplied me with a map of all the important buildings on the island. We've got the hotel, the fossil stadium, the fountain, Beth. Dr. Diggins is the main Vivisaur scientist / researcher on the island, and he tells me about fossil reviving and fighting. Apparently, you only need a Vivisaur's head fossil to be able to fight with it. Oh, you're saying I can't have a dinosaur with just legs? Just watch me! Let me revive them legs! They'll kick your ass! He gives me my first fossil to clean and teaches me the basics. The hammer breaks up the rock, the drill gets
the fossil and then you bring them back to life?
To blow off the dust particles. After hearing that part, I had to run a quick scientific test.
Okay, apart from that, you know, my ear's bleeding. This game seems very similar to Pokemon. They even have a professor that like specializes in like researching Pokemon / fossil fighters, whatever. It's not surprising, of course, with any great idea, you're gonna have a lot of people being inspired by it. Doesn't mean it's a copy, doesn't mean it's a knockoff. It just means they're clearly inspired by Pokemon. You're not finna tell me Fossil Fighters wasn't inspired by Pokemon. Like, come on, you breed, not necessarily catch, but you find fossils, you fight them against other dinosaurs and they level up. That's Pokemon, you know? Is this one of her underrated games? Because so far this list, I don't know about this list. Like, we all are entitled to our own opinions, but me personally, I was never a Nintendo DS guy. I was more about the PSP. Like, was that a wrong decision? I was Team PSP over Team Nintendo DS. Comment now which one you were.
Yep, screaming works just as well. You find fossils at designated areas of the island you travel to. Greenwood Plains is the only one open to me right now because I'm just a teeny tiny baby level 1 fighter. I'm no soy boy. I left my friends and family to live alone in a hotel.
What kind of hat you wearing, boy?
Watch me dig up this fossil like a pro, and I'll show you. What kind of
hat is that? It's just a normal rock.
Oh, this area is blocked off because there's super mega rare fossils over there, and you'll only let me pass by giving you all my dino medals, which are the only devices used to show you're a fossil fighter and have access to your vivisaurs.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
No, I'm not serious. I know a sketchy situation when I see one.
How are you gonna get your fossils then if you're not allowed to get any super rare ones, Jaden?
Fine, take them. Let me in there.
There you go.
Not because you fooled me. I just have nothing better to do. That guy stole my dino medals, and also there's nothing but trash here.
Oh, he lied to you.
God damn it! I knew it! Hey!
Get it back from him, yeah!
Further in the game and learn about this evil organization called the BB Bandits, who are causing trouble and steal a sacred artifact from the Dig tribe's pyramid.
What are these names?
Sorry. Dig-a-dig-a-mid. Some high-level fossil fighter went in there to find them, but hasn't come out yet, so the tribe wants to send backup. Yeah, I guess Rosie and I can help you out with that.
Okay, who's Rosie? Rosie just says damsel in distress?
What you doing there?
I guess.
Those are some deep hip swings you got going on.
You got some moves. Oh!
You can't just... Dude, she's dead. Well, I guess now it's just me going into this stupid dark mid. I'm always the one having to fix all this frickin'...
Hold on.
Oh, found him. Guys, I found the BB.
This video game turned dark.
I see him. There's a weird dog and some pointy-nosed free... Ah!
What happened, yo?
That didn't go to plan. I didn't...
Okay,
oh,
a new girl. Upgrade. Okay. God said when I close the door, another one opens. You saw how quick you lost Rosie, but you got Rihanna. You got an upgrade, my dude. Rosie was probably just a basic chick, a little ditzy. She was cute, nothing wrong with her. Probably had good morals, good with the family. But come on, we all like that exotic. You like them hips and curves. Just the fierceness that comes off of Rihanna. You're gonna have to slide in my DMs, girl, because I already slid in your DMs, and if I do it anymore, I'm gonna probably get arrested for stalking. So, the ball's in your court now.
And that's where the game ends. Forever trapped in the basement of a Dig-a-Dig-a-Mid.
Are you for real? Okay.
But I'm not joking to tell you I did have to look up a walkthrough because I couldn't figure out the dang puzzle to get out. But I defeated the BBs with my strong Vivisaurs and got this tacky idol. Yay. Yeah. I'll just put that there. The game continues and you have more encounters with the BB Bandits. Collect more weird idols the game doesn't even really think are cool either. Meet other people whose names are all just puns of their character. It's a bit of a grind to go out and dig fossils and then bring them back to clean.
So you gotta dig up rocks
you need.
In this game?
But I think I'm kind of getting the hang of it now.
This looks interesting. It's a unique way to...
One thing that even after going through hours of the game I just couldn't get was the Vivisaur type advantages and disadvantages. Air, earth, fire, and ground.
Okay, simple.
And neutral, but those guys are lame.
Earth and ground seem like they're the same thing.
Earth beats air, air beats water, and water beats fire. None of that makes sense to me besides the water and fire one, and I couldn't remember the chart for the life of me.
Fire beats air?
Putting 25 hours into the game. I eventually was able to remember air is good against water, but only because I would just think of this.
What's about to happen? It's finna go down. Well, I don't like jump scares. What's about to go down? Nah, she's finna just blow on it. Yeah.
Rosie gets kidnapped, and after rescuing her, you learn the police chief is the BB Bandit boss. So I think you guys are gonna need to do something about that. Then Rosie asks
you can't trust
to
nobody.
At the park at night.
Rosie
she talks about
can't be
how she was trying
either.
to act tough when she was kidnapped, but was genuinely scared and didn't know what was gonna happen to her. And she was so relieved to see me when I came to rescue her. She's thankful for all the times from the guy who scammed her and stole her dino medals, from when she was struck by
Rosie,
lightning,
she's
from
coming
a
back.
man-eating sharks.
She coming
I'm
back.
Not joking. Then she asks if I hate her by now because of all the trouble she's
Oh no, baby, we love you, baby. Go ahead and give you a smooch. Go ahead and smooch. Okay,
Alright,
come
so
on,
I
Jaden.
thought this game would pull one of those, oh Jaden, now's not the time to make jokes, haha. But if you tell Rosie you hate her, she genuinely gets upset, and there's no redos.
Wow. Hey, like, to be honest though, like, Rosie, you kind of caused a lot of trouble. You were. I don't want to say it like that. She didn't ask for half the stuff that happened to her. Like, I'm pretty sure she didn't ask to get hit by lightning. Like, nobody wants that to happen to them. But baby girl Rosie, so is Rosie like your love interest in this fossil hunters, fossil diggers? I already forgot the title of this game. But I will say this is a unique idea because of the way you gotta like shovel for rocks, actually get a rock, and then you have to like carefully break apart the rock to get the fossil, and each fossil could be a different type of Venusaur? I don't know if that's what they're called, but yeah, that's pretty dope. That's a cool concept. So I can see why people could be drawn into this game after playing it for a little while.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. By this point in the game, you've been having random encounters with this mystery girl named Duna. I don't know what her deal is, but she looks like Zelda. I've become a tough level 6 fighter by now,
level
so I'm allowed
6.
to go to Mount Lava Flow, which is literally just a volcano. They're allowing a child to go jump into an active volcano.
And he runs
so
way
you're
too
feeling
fast.
all high and mighty at this point. Look at me, I have permission to dig up fossils in a volcano.
That's not good.
And there's a giant meteor in the way.
Is that meteor a fossil or just a meteor?
Well, it was worth a try. Oh, hey, Duna, what are you doing here? I was just... Whoa!
She got the glizzy?
Amazing. Thanks, Duna. I'll just be on my way.
She just pulled out the glizzy.
Duna.
Oh
Thanks,
my gosh.
Duna. I really owe you one. I'm on a mission from the professor to gather up all these weird tacky idols because we think there's some mysterious power they have, and you're evil. Give me
Oh,
the
she's
idols.
evil.
No.
Okay, plot twist.
No. Wait, you're a dinosaur now? Wait, we're fighting?
And she's a dinosaur?
Haha,
Okay.
maybe now you'll think twice before challenging me.
Okay, so, you know, this game has made an interesting turn. I wasn't expecting her to be a dinosaur. Or all these betrayals. You can't trust nobody out here. First it was the police chief, now her. Who else was it? How many betrayals have you been through? I'm pretty sure Rihanna is going to betray you at one point without you knowing. You know, she's going to promise to drop an album, but she's never going to drop it. Betrayal's the word. I always found it hilarious how in like all of these games, like Pokemon, Fossil Hunters, how it's the protagonist is a kid, probably 14, 15 years old, a little kid, and you got him over here in volcanoes, fighting villains, taking down terrorist organizations. Like, I was not doing any of that stuff when I was 14. Like, man, I was a freshman in high school, just learning, I don't know, about training balls and boobs. What?
The almighty level 6 fossil fighter.
Ooh.
Oh, shit! So you saved Duna, and she thanks you and apologizes for thinking all humans were pathetic and selfish and an evolutionary mistake.
So you gonna fight me?
A bit harsh, but...
And then just apologize
I
like
guess she
that?
apologized. She then explains how she's not human and in fact Dynorian, and her king is planning to destroy all humanity and
wow.
take over the planet.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what?
This game got dark.
Now we're in space? What is happening
Hold on,
to the
what?
storyline? I thought I was just gonna beat up dinosaurs. So Dynal, the Dynorian king, is like, I will kill all humans and take over your planet. And Duna's like, no, don't. We were wrong about humans. They're actually not stupid like you thought.
What is this
Dynal's
video
like,
game?
I'm not listening to you. So I beat him in a fossil fight, and he changes his mind and is like,
Just like
humans
that?
are intelligent.
He
I
just-
was wrong.
he just
and
changes
then
his
this guy
mind.
Rapton comes in and is like, I will continue the king's plans, and presses the kill humans
Oh,
button.
no.
And Duna and Dynal's all, no! And I'm still just standing there with my dumb face. So bada bing, bada boom. Now this Gun Nash guy is coming to
Hold
eat me.
on. This game is so jam-packed.
Oh, so this is my problem now. Jaden, this teleporter will teleport you to Gun Nash. You're the most skilled fossil fighter we've got,
Yeah.
so you're gonna have to fossil battle Gun Nash's 3 brains.
Go ahead,
It won't be
Jaden.
easy, but you have to win.
Go ahead,
You can do
Jaden. Let's get it, Jaden. You got it, Jaden.
Wait, so I'm gonna fight his brains? I'm going with him.
Of
I would like to
course.
go as well.
What does Rosie have to do with this? Bring Dynorium.
We've gone through so much.
No!
We're as fossil fighters together and going on so many adventures. You've saved me from so much and I owe you my life.
You literally have a choice to pick a half dinosaur person.
We can do this.
No. Bye.
Yeah, I'm picking Duna. Sorry, Rosie, but you're pretty useless and Duna's cool.
Bye.
There's been so much talk
See ya.
and hype about the wrath of Gunnash. He sounds terrifying. Now that I've got
Why would
to
you
fight
bring
his
Rosie?
brains, I started getting curious about what he looks like since everyone fears him so badly.
What does he look like? What does he look like? The mouth of Gunnash? What? A fish?
Well, I mean, that's a planet-eating mouth if I've ever seen one.
I was not expecting that. I was actually expecting like some dinosaur. I mean, I guess that is a dinosaur. If you think about it technically, like dinosaurs aren't just T-Rex, Velociraptors, Stegosaurus. Like, you know, they're fish and sharks as well. I don't know. I was expecting something like crucial, like something dangerous, but a fish? What's a fish gonna do? Like, all you have to do is get it out of water. It's gonna flap around like an idiot, bro. Like, that's the key to destroying Gunnash? Like, come on. Or you cook it into salmon, or put it in some tuna, or sushi. That's what I meant to say. I don't know. I feel like this game is very great. It's just too many different ideas trying to be jammed into one game, and you're just like, wait, what does this have to do with dinosaurs?
You beat Gunnash's brains and are supposed to be teleported out of there, but the teleportation malfunctions, and when you're beamed back to the lab, you realize Duna's been turned to stone with no way to be resurrected.
Oh, wow, that's dark.
It should have been Rosie!
Pretty dark.
I was getting pretty bummed about that because I really like Duna a lot. But Chieftain Dig-a-Dig shows up and tells about a prophecy and the power of hip shaking. And if I shake my hips hard enough for Duna, she should be revived.
Is he for real?
I'm shaking my hips so hard for you, Duna. Oh my god, you don't even know.
He's for real. What?
My hips brought you back. Roll the credits.
What? How is shaking your hips gonna help anybody? Okay.
I loved Fossil Fighters way more than I thought I would. The game's charming and fun and just the right amount of self-aware to make it entertaining and funny, which I didn't expect at all. There were a few times where character dialogue actually made me laugh, and it was surprisingly packed full of story. I didn't even get to talk about half of what went on in the game.
Pretty
it's
dope.
One of the only games I know that can have this type of graphics and animation and somehow just make it work perfectly. It's not a video game monument or something to go down in history, but it doesn't take itself seriously and tries its best to make sure you'll have a good time and a few laughs while playing it. I'm glad I was able to experience this weird game again.
That was it for this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Wow, I love Jaiden animation videos. This was so like perfectly explained. Like, she took a video game that not much people knew about, and she actually, like, you know, broke down the plot for us, gave her pros and cons. And I may check out this game now. I'm not gonna play it, but I may like look up the plot, like the entire plot, because wow, I was actually thinking it was literally just, you know, digging up rocks, dusting off fossils, and that's about it. But apparently you go into space, you have to defeat a space fish. Like, hold on, what? But there are a lot of hidden gems, a lot of games that a lot of people don't know about. For PSP, I left this game that was called Brave Story. Many of y'all may not know about it, many of y'all may know about it, but I thought that was an amazing game, and it was very underrated for the PSP, but I loved it. But don't forget to follow me on Twitter at PrinceOHawkum, Instagram as well at PrinceOHawkum. Also check out the charming merch store. I lowered the prices on everything. Plus the 25% off code still works, so get you an even bigger discount. Get you something today, let me know so I can give you a shout out. But that was it for this video, guys. My name is PrinceOHawkum. Stay charming, my friends.